That's life in Duluth. That's what I can say. In Duluth, it's always been that way.
That man's got the right attitude. The big old Lake Superior is on fire, sort of, keeping the first big snowfall of the season pushed away from the Duluth shore, but only by blocks. This is tonight's top story. Good evening, everybody. On this Tuesday, I'm Dan Hinger. We'll get to that story with Chris North in just about 2 minutes. But first, let's check in with the man of the hour, Chief Meteorologist Travis Patterson in the Weather Center. Travis, very interesting storm. We just went up to, where was it? Mount Royal.
Mount Royal, yes.
Just a few blocks away. It was like, there's the snow.
It was raining down here on London Avenue and our London Road and go up a couple blocks, and it was snow on the roads and on the grassy surfaces up there. Several inches of it, by the way, so quite a different story depending on where you were across the Northland, and it all had to deal with the relatively warmer waters of Lake Superior, which should, at this time of the year, the first week of December, start to freeze on over. They're still holding on to the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees, so that is why the immediate lakeshore area is kept with some drizzle and rain from this event. However, you go up on the hillside and temperatures have already dropped off into the low 30s out there. Most of us sitting right around freezing, a few of us just below that. So we're still dealing with some problems out there on the roadways tonight. We have a winter weather advisory still into effect for much of the area in northern Minnesota. That includes the entire Arrowhead going until 6 a.m. tomorrow for some dangerous travel conditions out there. And again, quite a different story. We only got about 0.8 of an inch, or rather 0.8 of an inch measured out on First Street, but you go up on the hill, 4.8. 4 inches more than that, and even 4 more inches than that, and several other locations pushing 8 inches across the Northland. And we still have a band of some pretty moderate snow showers over into northern St. Louis County up along the North Shore, right away from the lakeshore areas where we can pick up additional accumulations overnight tonight. But the system will be out of our hair once we head into the morning hours of our Wednesday. But where it is snowing right now, you have the snow to deal with, the cooler air, so certainly still some problems on the roadways, and you have to factor in the visibility as well. A little wind out there is making it a little bit on the difficult side for driving across the Northland tonight, Dan. So quite an interesting weather story out there on this Tuesday, but we have some better weather to look forward to for the rest of this week.
All right, it seems like it might be melting.
It could be, as temperatures flirt with 40 degrees again this weekend.
All right, Travis, talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Weird stuff, but today's weather might seem unusual, right? But there are some Duluthians who say it's par for the course. Let's head into the newsroom now with Fox 41's Chris North for this part of the story. Chris?
Yeah, Dan, like you and Travis said, certainly a weird weather day. We were standing in 3 inches of snow up on top of the hill, but in the Canal Park, waves crashing, absolutely no snow in sight. The forecast called for snow throughout the Northland Tuesday, but Lake Superior had other ideas. Temperatures at the lakeshore didn't drop low enough to allow for the predicted accumulations, leaving at least one visitor disappointed.
We came up to take pictures, and we hoped to find the snow. We haven't had much snow in Minneapolis, and we were really thrilled to hear there was going to be a storm up here.
Arlington Avenue and Canal Park are less than 4 miles apart. But on Tuesday, they appeared to be in two totally different seasons.
I've been here about a little over 30 years now. And it's always over the hill, it's snowing down by the lake. This is the time of the year when it's warmer by the lake.
While waves crashed on the shores of Canal Park reminiscent of spring, on top of the hill, the rumble of snow throwers and scrape of shovels were common.
On a bad day, it might take a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, but on a light day, maybe half an hour.
While some Duluth residents had to deal with around 3 inches of heavy, wet snow, perfect for snowmen and snowball fights, other Northland areas got up to 9 inches Tuesday.
About 20 miles south, there was probably about 6 inches or a little bit more than that, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
As the fog and the snow hung over the hill, there was an evident difference and a tale of two cities in one.
My heart was broken, except for now the waves are beautiful, but you can see the snow over the up in the hills from the city, and it looks great.
You know, Dan, I live over in Superior, and I woke up this morning super excited to see my first Northland snow, and there was nothing but rain. I was super disappointed.
Well, you know, it's just a slap in the face for the person who's not local, you know. But we'll ease you into it, and we might slap you really hard in the face with a blizzard.
It's just incredible how the lake affects it here.
Yeah, no kidding. I know. I love that story, and with photojournalist Adam Jaganich, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Both of you. Thank you much. And earlier at 6 o'clock, we asked you to show off your snow pictures where you live, all right? And this is Lynn Donnelly with her deer, very good, in the backyard. Gotta love the peaceful nature there. Here's Laura Von Locken, who is my friend up the hill there from Duluth. Quite a messy commute. And then there's Bev from Hermantown, where it was really coming down there. Very nice picture. These could be framed. Love it. Looks like a winter wonderland. Thanks so much for the comments, as always. Meanwhile here, this was the scene in Minneapolis. A slushy mess for commuters, but so much fun for those kids, right? 4 to 6 inches of snow was expected. Number of schools actually closed early on Monday, and some even canceled. We could call them a little bit of, I don't know about that school district there, a little bit of wussy there. Compared to Duluth, we're tough in the Twin Ports, nothing closed. All right, roads were slick today, keeping not only the plows busy trying to clean up those roads, but also local police and towing companies trying to clean up accidents, and frankly, those tow companies making some money. Fox 21's Adrian Robbins has the story.